Lesson 3, Investing 101. The stock market has specific hours. So it opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time and it closes at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's an hour earlier for Midwestern states in some respects. And out here in the West, which killed me when I was trading, the stock market opens at 6:30 a.m. and it closes at 1 p.m. So keep in mind, when you're buying stocks, you need to buy within the hours of operation for the stock market. 102 before 108. In the minutes ahead, I'm going to list 6 steps that'll make your investing process smooth, simple, and easy. So number 1, find an online broker. You need an online broker to buy or sell shares of funds or stocks. Don't worry, it doesn't cost any money to place your money into the brokerage account. It just costs money when you buy and sell stock. That's it. You can leave your money sit there for a very long time and nothing will happen to it. We will dig deeper in the next video about finding an online stock account broker. Number 2, you got to deposit your money. You know, back in the day, my grandpa and my uncle actually had to go in and meet with their brokers to set up an account. Even when they placed trades, they had to call their broker to place a trade instead of a click of a mouse. Now, depositing your money has never been easier. You can do a wire transfer, an ACH transfer. You can still go in. I have an account with Morgan Stanley and I still go in and drop off a check. But for my TD Ameritrade account, off the app, I can just take a photo of my check and it's in within 24 hours. So I really say the easiest way is to download the app of the broker account that you choose and you sign up for and just to take a photo of a check. For TD Ameritrade, the maximum amount that you can take a photo of is $10,000. Technology has made depositing your money into the stock account so much easier, so much faster. Number 3, select a fund. So we're going to choose a conservative route and we are going to invest in index funds. Don't freak out. It's just a large grouping of stocks under one fund.
My real vocational goal was to be a mattress tester.
Section 4, take a percentage and set it aside. So remember what we talked about in budgeting? You want to set aside 5% of your monthly income for buying index funds. Here's the thing, maybe the investment you want is a little bit more expensive. That's fine. Take that 5% and send it into the account and don't touch it.
Beautiful.
And wait for that amount to build up and then buy what you want. But make sure you set aside that 5%, and if you're doing it really good, you're setting aside 10% every month and at least placing it in your stock market account.
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay.
It'll be a disciplined thing, then you won't touch it, you'll leave it there, and you know the sole use for those savings are just to be placed in the stock market and nothing else. So section 5, add to it. Now this requires a lot of discipline. I want you to select one weekday a month where you are going to buy another share or another set of shares of your investment. I don't want you to worry about the news. I don't want you to think about the stock market headlines because then you're trying to time the market, which means you are going to try to predict when the market might be lower so that you can buy shares of that stock or that index fund at a lower price.
And still there never seems to be a single penny left for me.
Fact of the matter is that no one can predict what's going to happen tomorrow. And sometimes when you think the market is going to collapse, that's when the market keeps on going up. And even with all of these fancy gadgets, sure, it gives me an edge, but not that much. So take the emotion out of it. Select one day a week for that month that you're always going to buy, and you're dollar cost averaging. So the best example of that is you're going to buy Disney at $100 a share, April 15th. Then May 15th, you buy another share of Disney that same day, no matter what, at $200 a month. But since you bought 2 shares, one at 100 and one at 200, your average price is $150. That's the best way to invest in the stock market. Dollar cost averaging is the best way to do it. Yeah. I mean, I don't, but I have this. One thing I want to address, and it was brought up a lot when I went to night school 2 years ago for finance, is a lot of people are concerned about the market collapsing. Whether you're talking about in the late 90s when the tech bubble happened and the market wiped out, or most of you know, 2008, 2009 when the big housing crash happened. That can be scary. Everyone's been made aware of it, and I know it's hard to forget. But then through research, it's pretty clear that every 15-year increment, the market as a whole has been positive. So just think about that. If you hold on to your investments for 15 years or longer, 100%, the market as a whole, which is what we're going to score with because we're going to invest in index funds, you will be profitable if you hold on to your money and your investments for 15 years.
I can't recall ever buying anything, actually.
Let's crunch it down. 10 years, 80 to 90% positive that your investments would still be profitable. So sure, when 08, 09 happened, it was bad. And you know what? One of my buddies shared with me that he invested for his first time in 2007. And he lost a boatload in 08 and 09. But you know what? In 4 years, he made it all back. And in the years after that, he became quite profitable.
Money, money, money.
Take the emotion out of it. I know it's tough, and I know a lot of people suffer during those times, including my parents, and I'm sure a lot of your families. But if you hold on for the long term, which is exactly what my parents did, you will become profitable. I'll give you a perfect example. My Morgan Stanley advisor said that there were a bunch of phone calls coming in during 08.
Sell down today for the 142!
Oh, the stocks are crashing, and everybody's losing money, and all of his clients are calling him, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? And he said, hold. Remember your strategy, remember your goals, remember your targets, hold. And he said like 90% of his clients held. He said one of his clients wouldn't budge. Oh my gosh, I gotta get out, please get me out. I think you should hold, Nancy, please, I gotta get out.
Get back in there at once and sell!
She sold on the last day that the selling happened.
100? 100?
The next day, the market reversed and has been going for 9 years now. Don't try to time the market. Hold on to your investments for the long term.